Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you so much for being a member of the Time Traveler program. This is your bonus reading for the week of December 7th, 2025. We are tapping into the Akashic records to see what message it has for you. Keep in mind, it's a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. And be sure to check out your other placements. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the message from the Akashic records for Virgo today? What is the message for Virgo? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your message, compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, or a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your own back. At the bottom of the deck, you have fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you have been given. So this fresh start could be in a lot of different ways. It could be in regards to career and finance, love and romance. Maybe some of you have relocated, or that's something that you're thinking about doing or planning to do. But I feel like whatever this new fresh start, it doesn't even have to be like a full fresh start. It could be like new attitude kind of feeling. Whatever this new chapter is for you, there's something here about you taking the lessons from the past and implementing them in a way that you take better care of yourself moving forward. Maybe in the past, that's something that some of you didn't do. Maybe you put the focus on other people, caring for other people, nurturing other, individuals in your life, which is great. It's great to have compassion for others. But I feel like these lessons from the past have taught you, or at least should have taught you, that your primary cup, or the primary cup that needs to be filled, is your own. Tell me more about compassion here and this fresh start for the Virgo collective. This is sort of giving me like New Year's resolution vibes. Like in 2026 and on, I will put myself first or take better care of myself. That's the feeling I have here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Death card. You have the King of Cups. And you have the Nine of Cups. That's exactly what we're talking about here. You transforming your life in a way that now this next chapter, like this new calendar year and moving forward, will include you being more loving towards yourself. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. So your message here today seems to be pretty strong that you need to make the judgment call that, and you don't even have to wait till January 1st, 2026. This could even be something that you start now, start phasing in. But I feel like from 2026 and on, the feeling is I'm going to pour from my own cup. I'm going to pour into my own cup first. And then if I have anything left, I'll give to others. Because I think in the past, it was the reverse for you. Whatever encompassed that 10 of Pentacles, friends, family members, lovers, other obligations, responsibilities. I feel like you gave so much to all of those entities, and then you were left kind of scarce there in the 4 of Pentacles, not much for yourself. Tell me more about the 8 of Swords here, because I think this is a mindset that is being healed. On one side of the 8 of Swords, we have 5 swords, and then on the other side, we have 3 swords. I think in the past, when you did this, you kind of were participating in breaking your own heart. I don't think you saw it that way, and some of you may not be seeing it that way right now because you're blindfolded in the 8 of Swords. So maybe this reading is meant to help you take that blindfold off. 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Boy, do I like this. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think beforehand you did not see that. And again, maybe this reading is something like, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. And not blaming you and not victim blaming you or victim shaming you or anything like that with the 3 of Swords to the 5 of Swords. But sometimes we do contribute to experiencing the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords because we overgive, and in that we become depleted, and as a result we become stressed, and sometimes we're triggered into arguments in the 5 of Swords. Arguments that if we were taking better care of ourselves, we probably would not have engaged in or started or participated in. And then that Three of Swords, yeah, that could be heartbreaking as well, because we overgive to entities who love to take, and leave us depleted and leave us in the Three of Swords. And I think this reading is trying to tell you that if either of those messages are resonating for you, or perhaps even both, I think you were an unknowing contributor to feeling the pain of the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords, and that came from you over giving. So there seems to be here a veil being lifted off of the Virgo collective, saying moving forward, in order to create my own happiness, maintain my own happiness, I plan, Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, I plan on creating long-term sustainable investments in myself. And it will be a departure from who you were in the past with that Death card, which just came flying out of the deck. Yeah, 10 of Wands, because behaving that way or showing up that way became burdensome for you, right? Mentally burdensome, emotionally burdensome, maybe for some of you, even financially depleted you. So I feel like this new transformation, or at least this is the suggestion from the Akashic Records, it's like this is the moment for you to kind of turn over a new leaf. Tell me about the King of Cups energy. This is the energy that they want you to embody. If you've seen my readings before, you may have heard me say, I believe all the four queens in tarot are forged through fire. They exist in the present, depending on all of the triumphs and setbacks that they encountered with their respective suits, from the Ace to the Knight. And the kings take action towards the future. So for me, queens exist presently based on their past experiences, and the kings now take that knowledge and move forward. It's not hierarchical, it's not masculine versus feminine. It's just kings are the top tier suit of all four decks, or all four suits in tarot. And now this King of Cups, based upon these past experiences, your suggestion here is to step into the role of the King of Pentacles when it comes to investing in yourself, future investment into yourself. And now the King of Cups would be you taking that future investment and now emotionally investing in yourself, taking the action to do that. The King of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords, and that is the truth. The Three of Cups and the Five of Cups, bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. What's interesting to me, sorry, I'm getting a little comfortable here. What's interesting to me is the Five of Cups in your deck is very different. 2 cups are spilled over and 3 cups are standing. It's the reverse from what we typically see. Typically, we see 3 cups knocked over and 2 standing. This is 3 cups standing, and ironically, you have the 3 cups standing here in the Three of Cups. So I feel like emotional stability is restored to the Virgo collective, provided moving forward, they very clearly understand that they need to basically put the oxygen mask on themselves first before they run up and down the airplane aisle putting it on everyone else. Because I think in the past that's what some of you were doing. 9 of Cups. I feel like this is the goal. This is the goal, is for you to get to the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is a very singular energy. This is I'm making myself happy. And if I have extra cups, do I want to share them with other individuals? Of course. But first and foremost priority here for the Virgo collective is to nurture themselves, like the individuals holding the baby, nurturing the baby here in this in this card. So tell me more about the 9 of Cups here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. 9 of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, the 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. So yes, to oneself moving forward, the advice here is you are to present to yourself the Ace of Cups, a cup of love, unconditionally to yourself, investing in yourself moving forward. And then for other people, you're in Knight of Cups mode. I think it was the other way around. I think you were the King of Cups to everyone else, and maybe a Knight of Cups, possibly even a Page of Cups to yourself. So it needs to be a role reversal here in the Virgo collective. And this is being excuse me, adamant in that 7 of Wands to the Chariot. As I move forward, it's almost like a solemn promise to yourself. I will put myself first. Doesn't mean that I'm excluding everyone else from my life and I'll never be compassionate or kind towards others. But this chapter, this new fresh start here is the need to put yourself first. Right after fresh start, we have discovery. And the discovery card says new ideas, new people, or new opportunities may be coming your way. And I think that's what'll happen here, is that if you can put yourself first, you will magnetically draw in higher vibrational people, people who are also givers, not just takers. I think you are surrounding yourself or attracting a lot of takers because of your overgiving nature. So there's a need here for you to balance that out, and that will draw in the right people towards the Virgo collective. Tell me about that Four of Pentacles. This is sort of like your current state. Three of Swords, which I mentioned here with that Eight of Swords. Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Yeah, this is perpetually doing something, right? Kind of on this infinity loop. Giving, giving, giving to others when it's causing you emotional strain. And then waiting, in the Three of Wands, waiting for them to return the favor, which they hardly ever did. And so I think it was a really hard lesson here for the Virgo collective. Anything else, any other advice here on how Virgo can begin to nurture themselves or love themselves or put themselves first moving forward? We'll also get you advice from this deck. But anything else Virgo needs to know about this message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Anything else you need to know? Strength, Seven of Swords, and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. There will be people who will test you when you start doing this, when you start putting the oxygen mask on yourself first. There will be people who will question why you're suddenly doing that, because you never did that before. You always put them first. And there's something here about you not allowing these people to trick you or guilt you into why you're suddenly doing this. And leaning on that intuitive feeling that you have, like, no, 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 no. It's time for me to put myself first, because the Queen of Pentacles exists presently based upon her past experiences. And then the King of Pentacles takes action. So you will be tested here by individuals in your life. We have a new moon. Is it a new moon? It's a full moon. It's a full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. You will be tested in that full moon. Someone's going to test whether or not this new you, new year, new you thing is real or not. And something is telling me here for you to not give in to this. Someone here will attempt to trick you, to get you to fall back into the old Virgo. This could be you're sleeping at midnight. I don't know why I'm getting this. You're sleeping at midnight on January 3rd, and you get a phone call. Meanwhile, you've got work the next day or responsibilities. You have to be up early. You got a big day ahead. And someone calls, someone who always expects you to be there at midnight, to run to them, travel to them, spend 3 hours on the phone comforting them. And this time you don't answer the phone. You might, and it's just an example I'm giving you. You might, next time you talk to that person, yeah, they might kick some words your way. Try to guilt you. Oh my God, I had a flat tire at midnight and I called you and you didn't answer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had my phone on silent. Or I chose not to answer because it was midnight and I was sleeping and I had a really big day ahead of me. And you have other people you can call. You didn't have to inconvenience me. Now, I don't know if you'll say all that to this person, but that's sort of the feeling here. Don't allow this person to guilt you. Who is this person? I feel like you do have this test coming. They could be a Leo, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Pisces. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Who is this person? Six of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. There's that communication, like asking you for help, coming to you like you're abundant here in the Nine of Pentacles, which I have no doubt that you are, but coming towards you, trying to get something from you. Could be another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh yeah, coming towards you. The Hermit energy, there you are. So I would just be mindful in the energy of that full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. If you do this, right, if you implement this me first kind of policy here, self-governing policy, this individual between now and then will notice that you're doing that. And it looks like they're going to try to test your boundaries to see if you will offer them help or come running to their aid or rescue. And again, the Akashic records, your ancestors here aren't telling you to not be compassionate to others. But again, it's telling you to put yourself first. Yeah, you're going to be tested. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. The Fool. It's a whole new beginning. Sorry, not going back to the old Virgo. The Fool. The Emperor and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Look, you have a choice, right? You have the divine gift of free will. But you are supposed to choose you this time around. And take that authority kind of feeling of your life. Like, hey, I am the authority figure of my life. I have to take control of my life. I'm responsible for all of my pentacle resources, my time, my love, my money, etc., etc. And I cannot continually give it to people who leave me in this Five of Cups, where my happiness is spilled over. If my 3 cups are spilled over, no, 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 no. Not doing that again. Some people will question this in 2026. Your advice here is to do it anyway. The Lovers, the Three of Wands, and Temperance. And there's that Moon again. I'm telling you, you're going to Moon to the Tower. I'm telling you, that person's going to test you. You will be victorious. 6 of Wands to that Queen of Pentacles that we saw before. Because you've learned, oh my God, Queen to the King of Pentacles. Empress, shut up. You're going to be fine. 4 of Wands. This is a whole new Virgo in 2026. Based upon your past experiences on how catering to people and putting them before you, how that depleted you, you now will take bold, inspired action to invest in yourself first. Again, doesn't mean everyone else on the plane can go to hell and die without an oxygen mask. But before you help them put their masks on, you're going to make sure you put your own mask on. At least that's what the Akashic Records is telling you. If you're able to do this, this was one of the lessons for your soul. You can, if you're able to do this and maintain it and not give in to this individual who's going to test you in the energy of that full moon in Cancer on January 3rd, and I have no doubt that you'll be able to do it. This is a very strong, I'm not repeating that bullshit kind of energy. But if you're able to do that, you can check that one lesson off. It's like you, now when it comes to that lesson, you're now Emperor, Empress status. You now know how to nurture yourself and how to control your pentacle resources. So I would consider this a level up for the Virgo collective. That is what I have for you. That is your message at this time from the Akashic Records. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that, and check out your other placements. As always, thank you once again for being a member of the Time Travelers program. Until I read for you again, Virgo, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.